County. I'm Macon County. I'm Macon County. I'm Macon County. We come in a Rockefeller, a Zion Hill, a Green Fork, a Greenwood, a Cheetah, a Franklin Road, a Little Texas, a Brownville, a South Macon, a Uptown, Oak Street, a Uptown, a Lake Street. We in Hannah, Macon County. All right, you tuned in live with the voice of WBC, y'all, the best station in the nation, and we got it right here at your and our location. All right, I want you guys to stand up and give a big warm welcome. We got some great information that we're going to present to our people here on the airways. We got Miss Isabella, Dr. Isabella Burnett. Okay, all right, we're gonna be right up. All right, we got her. She's in the building. We got some very, very, very important information that we're gonna give out to the community. I'll still give a big warm welcome. Let's go, let's go.
It's a thrill to be back.
Okay.
It's a thrill to be back at 100.7 FM WUBC with DJ Booty Rush. You all know him. Here, Me TV, Tuskegee Virtual TV, Channel 181 in Town Channel 19 on the TU campus. All right.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ms. Isabel Barnett. Now, we're here today. We're going to talk about some very, very interesting information that you guys want to give out to the public. And what we're going to be talking about, let's do this. Give us a little something about yourself before we get started, so we can make the people let order connect with you, you know?
Well, I am thrilled to be here because I really believe in the plaque that you have on the wall, which says, "It's a great day in Tuskegee." Us. You know,
okay.
And it is very important, me, and you asked me to tell you about me.
That's right.
To me, living outside of silos is life.
Wow.
And to me, I came back here after being a student here 1,000 years ago. And it's really important. God brought me back, and so many others, because I believe in us.
Okay, that's right.
I believe in Tuskegee. So I really look forward to seeing Tuskegee jumping off.
Oh, yes.
I get to serve as Director of Student Health and Counseling at Tuskegee University in my current role. And I'm here to help in any way to facilitate a town and gown type of relationship. So.
Okay, great. It tickled me to death. He said 1,000 years ago. Okay. All right. Okay, but that was funny though. But also we here today. We do have another guest that's on the phone too as well. We're gonna introduce her in just a few minutes. But let's go into let's jump up into some of the information that we want to give out to them.
Okay. So what we're here about today, and this is a wonderful opportunity, being in February. It's Black History Month, so I bought my black today, just for this occasion, y'all. So I brought my black. But what this is we want to highlight for the community. And when I say community, I am really referring to whether we're talking about on Tuskegee campus, we're talking about Macon County, we're talking about Notasoga, we're talking about, at BTW here in the area of Tuskegee. What this is, it's called Check Yourself, HPV Awareness Peer Leadership Campaign. Now, this is our fourth year, actually. Fourth year. Okay. So it's a great opportunity for to learn is one thing, because HPV affects so many people. And if you don't know what HPV is human papillomavirus. And some people will clear it by themselves, but some people will go on and it will cause other things such as cancer, cervical cancer, throat cancer, rectal cancer, penile cancer, all these things that they're finding that it causes eventually. So there is a vaccine, and a lot of you guys may have heard about. If you don't know, it's available to you. And we want to start the people, you know, the young people, adolescents, and a little older. That's why this is grade 7 through 12.
Okay.
And also for Tuskegee University students. So one thing I'll say is, you know, if you're old enough, you remember Charlie Brown. You remember the adults? They but the kids could Lucy could understand Charlie Brown and everything like that. So it's a very similar thing in the aspect of people want to hear people in their similar place.
Right.
So this is a great way for peer-led conversations, peer-led, interventions.
Yes.
Of course, what the young person will do is hand them off to an authority, such as, you go to see the nurse, or whatever, or you go to see the doctor. And like I said, we have our nurse practitioner from our campus online that she'll be speaking in just a minute. But those are some of the things. So it's led by the Macon Means, and they do cancer awareness things, partnering with Tuskegee University and the research area, Macon County School Office Student Health. So it's a big, I'll call it investment of a lot of areas. And that's why I say to live successfully, we have to live outside of our silos. What affects you affects me. What affects me affects you. And I know people don't necessarily have that ideology anymore, but that was how we lived back in the day. And we would not have survived, let alone thrived, had we not understood that.
That's right.
If you do well, I do well. If I do well, you do well.
It's the opposite now.
Okay? So it's so important for us to know this. So it's a focus on grades 7 through 12 and on university. And what it is an opportunity for the young people, to develop leadership skills, learn about health, and then to get a little moolah. Get a little bit of that cheddar and cheese, that dollar. So it's called Check Yourself Campaign is what it is. And so it's a 6-week leadership program where the students learn about human papillomavirus and related cancers, prevention, and then they get to share what they learn as teams and through creative outlets. Last year, it was really cool how they got together, different teams did TikToks. And so they had some really cool... You young folks are something else, boy, I tell you. You guys are so creative. Those young juices. Those young juices, man. So it's an opportunity to do that. And so it touches on, I get a chance to do this in high school or whatever, and then how it rolls on into being able to touch so many other things when you get out into the career areas, into your colleges and different things like that, the leadership skills, because a lot of things are promoted by soft skills. And it helps to learn those soft skills early. Look it up. Soft skills, okay?
Soft skills. So as you said, soft skills.
Soft skills. That's very important. So as I said, benefits of the program: leadership experience, making community impact. You want to impact your community. Tuskegee has a storied, historical history. And what it has done, not only for the community, for the country, for the world. So many things. The polio is most people don't realize we played a part in that. The Henrietta HeLac cell, most people don't know we played a role in that. So many things. It just gives me chills when I think about all that. And I'm not going to go on and on. I could go on and on. But the CDC already knows and puts out information about prevention in adolescents. But they know that the rural communities have an extra layer of being challenged and with information being disseminated. So some of it's connectivity, some of it is resources, some of it is having different mindsets. You know what I'm saying? Because some people view information and education as promotion.
Right.
Okay,
Yes.
so I want the grandparents, because I know a lot of grandparents are involved in raising the grandparents and the parents to understand this is not promotion. This is education. This is prevention. It used to be a case of where, you know, they could just tell you to shut up and go and you know, do certain things.
Right.
People will come at them now. They don't have to go get it.
That's right.
People come at you now.
That's right.
So it's very important for these young people to be equipped
That's right.
and empowered so they have ownership of some of their own health.
Okay.
But they understand that a lot of rural communities don't get what they need. So the Alabama Department of Public Health discovered that only 20% of the children have received the HPV vaccination despite continual increase of reported incidents in Macon County.
Wow.
So that means it's out there if you want it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And we don't want it.
We don't want
Okay? We don't want it.
it. Okay.
And we want to make sure if we can, we have enough problems that we can't, you know, is out of our control. Some things we can do something
That's right.
about.
Absolutely.
And this is something that we probably can do much, much better.
Okay.
And so we want to offer more of a targeted, peer-led, family-friendly,
Right.
community type of engagement
Okay.
to allow them to, you know, have impact
Okay.
in where they live,
Okay.
for it to have a ripple effect,
Okay.
and being able to, you know, communicate one with another, to grow, to help, to learn.
That's so important.
So I am going to stop running my mouth at this point. And as I said, we have our nurse practitioner online, and so we'll give her an opportunity to introduce yourself, Ms. Twep, and tell us a little bit about
yourself.
All right. Well, my name is Sadia Perez. I am a board-certified family nurse practitioner. I have been in healthcare for a very long time. Been as a nurse practitioner for 10 years. I have a very diverse background, but I specialize currently in student health here at Hudson University, and then I also do sexual health, which I've been doing that for almost 4 years now.
Okay. All right. So now let's get into can you hear me? Okay. All right. I'm back. I had to bring the the video back up a little bit closer so we can get a better view. That's a lot. That's better. That view is very beautiful right there. So I can get a chance to catch your voice too as well as we continue on to the program. Okay. All right. Now. All right. So we finished introducing ourselves. Okay. All right. We can go ahead on.
All right. So this, as I said, is a community engagement event. So parents and community members are invited to attend the session.
Okay.
Okay. Strengthening the collective learning experience because, as I said, sometimes grandma and grandpa that's facilitating this.
Right.
And then make a means for your experience with this campaign, long-standing partnership with the schools,
Okay.
the churches, and the families.
Right.
So we look forward to a lot of engagement
Right.
with that. And as I said, it's so important to understand that education is not promotion.
That's right.
Education is not promotion.
That's right. Education is not promotion. Okay. All right. This is going down. When I know that the deadline to sign up is on the 7th, right?
Right.
Are y'all going to extend the deadline, or that's just
It is the cutoff.
It's the cutoff.
It is the cutoff.
Okay. Now, when it actually starts?
Okay, so it's going to start right the week after the cutoff date.
Okay.
So, you know, some of the activities will be virtual.
Okay.
Some of the activities will be in person.
Okay.
There'll be game nights.
Wow.
Different things. That's why I say it's interactive. It's fun. You know, you can do games now online, you know, through a Zoom or anything like that. So the first night is an orientation night, which is right after the cutoff for the registration. Okay. So make sure you get your registration in. If you for some reason, because sometimes technology works like it wants to.
That's right.
Okay.
Okay.
So if you can't get registered online, call that number. There's a number associated. There's an email associated.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So contact that. And if you don't have a flyer already to post on your Facebook, we'll go ahead and send you a flyer to post on your Facebook
I will do it
as well.
Okay.
Yeah. So we look forward to a lot of community participation because it really is about community.
It is.
Even when I do education for the students on campus, and I say, you with your boo,
Yeah.
and your boo was with your boo's boo, and the boo was with that boo's other boo,
Yeah.
and so before you know it, you've had exposure to 10, 15 people.
That's right. Just like that.
And just like that. And I know they love you.
That's right. That's
They
right.
love you.
They love you.
They love you. But people do what people do.
That's right. They do. They do. That's right. That's right. And at that age, that's what they do. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. Yeah. So let me ask you this now: the location. Where's the location going to be at?
It's going to be various places.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's what you find out in the orientation.
Oh, okay.
You find that out because, like I said, quite a bit of it is virtual.
Virtual,
So
okay.
you don't have to go anywhere.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
you don't have to go.
Okay, that's great. Then. That's great.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people they're like, wow. I got to finish. I got to watch. Then okay, let me go to this. You know what I mean? When it's virtual like that, they make it convenient for everybody.
Right.
When technology is working right,
Right. You got it. You got it when it's working right. One of the great things that we're going to do this year is during the showcase, the students will, like I said, present creative media messages suitable for social media and healthcare settings, and a white coat ceremony. To recognize the participants as health ambassadors, okay, charged to share HPV prevention messages in their community.
Wow.
Okay, so I'll let Ms. Twab speak on, and Ms. Twab, would you please, along with the HPV information, highlight that, but share information that you'd like to share on reproductive wellness.
Okay. There she go.
All right. So just to talk more about HPV and human papillomavirus, it is one of the most common, the most common viral STI or sexually transmitted infection. A lot of times now we're saying sexually transmitted infection, not sexually transmitted disease, just terminology.
Okay.
But there are more than 100 strains that have been identified for HPV.
Wow.
And the biggest thing is prevention by vaccination. And there's Gardasil 9 that covers and helps with preventing some of the high-risk strains of HPV, which could, link to, like you mentioned, cervical cancer, oral throat cancer, even penile, and then, of course, sometimes some genital warts. So vaccination is the best way to prevent, and also just doing screening. But the vaccines are typically recommended for ages between like 9 and 12, where you'll do 2 doses 6 to 12 months apart. Really older, let's say like older than maybe 26, usually is not really recommended, just because it's possible that through sexual contact you've already been exposed to at least one type of HPV virus.
Wow.
And like Ms. Burnett mentioned, a lot of times those are cleared and resolved on their own without treatment. A lot of people are asymptomatic, but then they're asymptomatic until there's a problem, and then that's when they're aware of, this was caused by HPV. Yes, so it's important to also get women to get their Pap tests, their annual exams, go to the GYN doctor. That's important, especially like we talked about with the reproductive health. So definitely going to GYN, getting annual exams, annual screenings, Pap tests, Pap smears, because the HPV virus can be detected on those tests.
Wow. Ooh, that's a lot of information. That's a lot of information.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, I see. So I just hope they come out, actually really sign up for this particular program here, because it seems like it's going to be very, very important in the community, because people need to know about a lot of these, what this can cause, you know what I mean? Human papillomavirus, that's right? I said right?
Correct. You got it. You're an
Human
expert.
papillomavirus.
You're a peer ambassador.
And I hope, man, that the people that are listening right now, if you have little nieces, you got nephews, you got little cousins, you got some people have an uncle that's younger than them too as well.
Yeah.
You know, auntie that's younger. Yeah. So some cousins, a big brother which they are. You know, so let them know about this program that they have, and we have the information up here too as well. And then you can go online.
Oh, yes.
You can go online. You can go to Make It Means. You
Correct.
also go to y'all page too as well. Or y'all connected with me.
Connected with.
Okay,
Yeah.
connected with Make It Means.
It's all.
And also, it won't be wasting your time anyway. But you can get a little this right here too as well. You know, a little stuff, a little cheddar cheese, or you said it was. You know, go along with it, and then you can learn something. It's very educational. So you need to know these things, and then also the ones that do go and those who do participate, you can also tell a friend about it. It's so important that you just spread the information to your friends, relatives, and people you feel that need to know these things.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'll just say sometimes, you know, a young person may think everything I know an older person may know.
Right.
And that has been my experience.
Okay.
I have fallen into that trap.
Mm-hmm.
However, just because someone is older than you does not mean they have that same body of knowledge.
That's right.
We all have different tools
That's right.
in our toolkit.
Mm-hmm.
So that being said, don't be hesitant to share information.
That's right. And it's always good, you know. I learn every day. I do. You know.
Yes.
I learn from anybody. I don't care who it is. You know.
Yes.
If you can teach me something, you can show me something that I don't know. I want to learn.
Yes.
Oh, especially if it's good. Now, good stuff. Now, not bad. No bad habits.
Got enough of them myself.
That's right. Any good habits,
Yeah.
man, I'm willing to learn. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you can pick it up quick. Sometimes you can't. You know what I mean? And that just like you said, everybody got different tools in their toolbox. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I like to have all my riches and all my tools together. You know what I mean? Because it's always inventing different types of tools for different things. That's right. So this is going to be really, really wonderful. I think this is a great idea, and this is the 4th year, right?
Correct.
It's the 4th year, and the first 2 years. I'm gonna ask you about the first 3 years. This is the 4th year. Now, how was the first 3 years?
The first 3 years, I will tell you, it was a learning experience on both sides.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It went really great to, and it was to see how we developed as people who have knowledge and try to impart it to others, you know, younger people.
Right.
And then for young people to impart that information to their peers. Because like I said, so often it's like Charlie Brown's mother. You know, that's what you sound like.
Right.
But we've seen how effective it can be.
That's right.
With young people teaching other young people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I think a really great inroad is when you get into groups like athletes or bands, you know, things like that, where you have a tight-knit group. It's almost like the military.
That's right.
How you'll have a tight-knit group, and it's very important because that information will disseminate. And they talk, you know, it's nothing like the grapevine. You know what I'm saying? That grapevine is what it like. So it went well. It went well. And to see, as I said, those young people doing those creative things, and you like, think about that, you know? Yeah. So Notasoga, BTW, Tuskegee,
All of them. All you guys are invited. Just like you just said, BTW, Notasoga, Tim's. They're about 7. That's 7th grade, isn't it? Tim's is 7th grade. It's 7th.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tim's. Yeah, it's 7th grade. I think it's 6 and 7 or 7 and 8.
Okay, because it's grades 7 through 12.
Yeah. So Tim's will be invited as well, along with Tuskegee University.
Yes.
Invited. And I do think that once you guys are, you get them in groups or whatever, and when young kids know about certain things, it's a lot easier to pass it on to your peers. You know
Right,
what I mean?
right.
Yeah, I can't talk to mom and them about this. I can't talk to grandma and them about this, but I can pass it on to my cousin. You know what I mean? And my cousin passed it on to a friend of hers, and it just keep going where you can pass it on to one another and learn about this, because you need to learn about it, because they will talk. People do talk. You know what I mean? And this is something that they do need to educate themselves on. Yeah, the human papillomavirus. I got it.
You're an ambassador now.
I got it. It's hard. That word is kind of hard to look at it and pronounce it. You got to break it down or hear somebody say it. Yeah. Human papillomavirus.
But Ms. Twebb, do you want to add anything else?
No, just, definitely vaccination is encouraged for prevention, and annual screenings, and then the Pap test that's done typically every 3 to 5 years, as long as it's normal. That's highly encouraged. So, but I'm really excited for the youth to start this program.
Thank you. And yes, now one thing I want people to really understand, one of the things that's emphasized is for cervical cancer, but understand this is male or female. So along with the young women being vaccinated, the young men need it as well, because as we said, we're looking at throat cancer, rectal cancer, penile cancer, so mouth cancer. So you need to understand it's not just a girl thing.
Right.
It's not just a girl thing.
Right. Exactly. It's both boys and girls.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
And then, to add to this, talking about reproductive wellness, it's really great. Five Horizon is an organization out of Montgomery. Five Horizon. And what they offer is, and they're in conjunction as well with ADPH, they offer STI testing, prevention, of course, information and learning, I'll call it.
Right.
So what they have done now is they offer twice a month on campus, but they've also extended to the square here in Tuskegee.
Okay.
So if you think, and I encourage everyone to find out what your status is.
Right.
You may or may not have any symptoms.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I encourage everyone to find out what their status is. So Five Horizon offers now in the square, they have a mobile unit, and they will be there next Tuesday, as an example. And they offer, free testing. Free testing. This is free health care. So I encourage people to find out what your status is if you have something, so you can be treated. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because you want to care about the people who care about you as well. And another piece of free health care, because I love to share that, free health care is the OnMed station on campus. I know it's fallen off of a lot of people's radar, but it's free health care. If you have something going on, I'll call it flu season.
That's right.
We've had quite a bit of, and Ms. Twebb can attest to this. We've seen, flu running around different people. So if you think you have something going on, you can go to that OnMed station at no cost, and it's right there at Margaret Murray, just as you enter the gates.
Nice.
And you just go in there and you have a visit with the provider. It's electronic, you do the virtual visit. But while you're in there, your weight is automatically taken because it's in the floor. Your temperature is automatically taken because it's thermal activated. There's a thing, blood pressure cup to have your blood pressure taken. So you have all those pieces, which is to me a little better than just over the phone talking to someone. And then if you need a prescription, they can provide that prescription to you if you wanted to go to the local pharmacy or wherever pharmacy you give them to go to. Another way they can help people if you're on a weight conscious journey. You can just go in there. You don't have to have a visit. You can just go in there, take your weight. If you're on a blood pressure regime, you can just go in there and have your blood pressure taken. You don't have to have a visit. So those are some of the things that's offered. If you on a medication.
Mhm.
Okay, depending, of course, on what the medication
Yes,
is.
right,
You
right.
can go in there if you can't get to your doctor till next month, next week. You can go in there and have a visit.
Mhm.
You know, and if you have evidence of the prescription and the doctor deems it's appropriate,
Right.
they can prescribe you for you. So those are some of the things that's available. You know, free health care for folks.
They still have a time limit on that.
It's from 8 to 6,
8 to
Monday
6.
through Saturday.
Okay, so Sundays is not.
No,
Okay.
no hours on Sunday.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
That's good to know because so you might have emergency on
Right.
Sunday. Yeah. I
Right.
got you.
Right.
Okay.
And so, I know some people either don't have insurance
Mhm.
or they don't have the time, because they work until 5. So you still can get there before 6.
6.
You know.
Right.
And another thing I really want people to be conscious and aware of is we do at Tuskegee on February 12th, we're having which is next Thursday,
Yeah.
we're having our annual Love is Self-Care.
Love is self.
Love is Self-Care
Wow.
Wellness Fair. And
Self-care.
it's a holistic view
Okay.
of what wellness is
Mhm.
because it's spiritual, physical, mental, every aspect of your life, and it's concerning for health and wellness.
Right.
So we'll have a lot of vendors there. We'll have
Wow.
door prizes, and so that's really exciting. Anyone who's come to it before really enjoyed it. So I invite, it's on campus at Logan Hall.
Okay.
It's like I said, on the 12th from 10 to 2,
10 to 2,
and
okay.
and the community is invited as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, the community invited you guys.
Yeah.
Logan Hall, man. What are you yeah, we know about Logan Hall. We used to shoot basketball back in the day. Yeah, a lot of people don't know it used to be a gym, actually. Some people don't. The young folks, they know just a stage there and just,
Mm-hmm.
a little area. But we used to shoot basketball
Right.
years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I told you I was a student 1,000 years ago, so yeah.
Yeah.
Miss Twab is a TU graduate, or are you a TU resident, a Tuskegee resident, Miss Twab?
Well,
Tuskegee resident.
Okay.
She grew up here.
Well, yes, I grew up here, so.
okay. You grew up here. Okay.
So that's what I meant when I said us,
Us.
and people coming back because Tuskegee is
Right.
about to jump off.
You better jump off, man.
Yeah.
Tuskegee. That's right. To you. You know. All right. We have, thank you guys. I want to do anything else you guys want to add because you guys are really, really holy. I mean, I love this. I like this type of conversation, where you giving a lot of information out to our community, which we really, really need. I do want to ask you this. Now, say for instance, if a person may think they have papillomavirus, what are some of the symptoms, or is it any symptoms?
Miss Twab?
That's
A
right.
lot of the times it's asymptomatic. And
Okay.
so that's why just kind of a lot of times the most common virus or cancer that is caused by the HPV virus is cervical. So that's why it's encouraged to get the Pap test, to do your
Right.
annual exams with the GYN. Although the vaccination, like we said, is for both boys and girls to prevent those cancers, but usually they're asymptomatic until there is a health issue. There may be genital warts that may, be on the vaginal area of the penis, or even maybe orally that may need to be, or anal, need to be evaluated, and then at that point there may need to be biopsies. But of course you would need to go to a healthcare provider for that type of care and treatment. But also, I just want to also say, not only doing the vaccine is helping with prevention and just doing screening, but also just talking about sex with your partners. Being safe with sex and using condoms and things like that. And so just be open about talking about sex.
Right.
I know some people don't want to talk about
They
it
don't.
just because there's still stigma to it.
Right.
But it's a basic need amongst everybody. So talk about it.
Right,
So
right.
that way there's no shame, there's no fear, and let's get screening and prevention.
All right. Okay. All right. That's the question now. Okay. All right. Anything else? Anything else you guys want to add to this before we end the show?
I think I've spoken enough.
Okay. Do y'all want to give a big shout out to anybody? Big shout out.
Well, I will say shout out to my TU family.
Okay.
I am so thankful to be back here
Okay.
because it's an appointed time.
Right. 1,000 years ago, you say?
Yes.
Well, I wonder if it's been 1,000 years. I wonder what was the name of it then. If it's been over 1,000, it still was TU.
Well, it was Tuskegee Institute.
Oh,
That's why I said it was 1,000 years ago. But I tell you, it was before the fence was there.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
And so we were everywhere.
Right,
you know
right.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's right.
We were everywhere, and you couldn't tell where the university ended and the town began.
Right.
And most of the people I hung out with were people in the community
Right.
at that time. Yeah, boy, I tell you. I tell people, I said I was fresh out the country and green as grass.
Green grass.
Green as grass.
All right, I want to thank you. Awesome interview. Can I give a shout out to a couple of people that's tuning in? Okay, we got Mr. Pat Man checking in, Pat Daniels, and also I have someone from May, Oregon, something like that. And also we have Deborah Smith Thomas, and also we have Ernest Clayton Richardson. We have Vita Mine in the building. We have Dunn Renfro. She's checking in. She said awesome interview. Also we have Mick Sims. He's checking in. All the people that I can see on the Facebook Live, they don't have any club. They said bless you and all that kind of stuff like that. But once again, I do want to thank you guys for coming on here and letting everybody know about the human papillomavirus. Therefore, they can be able to sign up. They can get involved in this. They can talk to their friends, family members, cousins, nieces, nephews, all of them, and get them to be able to share the information. You know, about, because this stuff can cause all kind of damage to your body, you know what I mean? Not just water, and you just get rid of it. Now it can cause this other things along with your body. You know, why is body doing this? Why is it doing that? You know what I mean? You don't know.
Right.
You don't know. You have sexual transmitted disease, and this just went everywhere. Human papillomavirus, this has been everywhere. You don't know it, because that's a word that really people don't talk about, because you really can't pronounce it for real, you know.
HPV.
Yeah, just do HPV. yeah. And all the information that you guys have been talking about today, I hope people take it and talk to their little friends or their cousins and nephews and get this information out. And then when they sign up to the program, they can even learn more information all about the papillomavirus. Okay? So I want to thank you guys once again for coming in here. You're welcome back at any time. You got to open your door. You can come in here anytime and be able to give that information back out to the people. And I want you guys to come back after the program is over and let us know a little something about it. Let us know how funny, like the TikTok and all that you guys were doing. Let us know a little something about y'all did the TikTok. Or you can bring some students in here and we can be able to TikTok there and have some fun with this. Yeah, connecting with the community.
Right, that would be great, and we look forward to really doing that, because the kids, it really is a focus on the young people,
right.
But it reaches, to the elder,
That's
and
right.
then, so it's very important for them to share and collaborate, and then even when they have the white coat ceremony,
man.
For your families to be there to see that and participate with them, sending them out as ambassadors.
Right.
It's starting on your road to your adulthood.
Right. That nigga gonna love that.
Yeah.
They gonna be terrible. They gonna do everything the white coat stuff, because people like to really, really be honored, especially by doing something, creative and positive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they love that. Between 7th grade all the way up into a college student. Yeah. You guys can be a part of this right here.
Yeah.
Once again, I don't want to mess her name up. Let me make sure. I'm seeing that guy. Let me see that guy's name. Is it Sadia? Sadia Towell. Sadia Towell. Okay. Sadia Towell. I want to get it all the way right. Sadia Towell. You guys say it something like you say it something. Sadia Towell. That's it. I got it. All right. I want to thank you for coming on the show. I'm glad you didn't get too nervous, because we like to make people look comfortable when they come, because you used to it. Yeah, you and make you look comfortable so you can have a little fun and laugh a little bit and all that kind of stuff like that. And also I want to thank you to you said I'll put it out there. So Miss Isabella Burnett. Thank you so much, because you got it. You got it. You really got it. You got it naturally. You know what I mean? You really, because you go on and go, and I love that. You know what I mean? I don't really have to do too much with you, but you can go on.
I can go on and on.
I love it. I love it. You can keep it going. But I want you to come back. I want you to come back. I want you to come back, and both of you guys to come back, and you can bring other people too as well, because we got to keep spreading this good information throughout our community. Thank you guys.
And I thank you, DJ,
You're welcome.
for being such a great host. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm a good host.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Thank
You're
you.
such a
Y'all
great
heard that. Hey, don't take it back.
Ma.
Don't take it back. Thank you guys so much. We this ended our show. This is not the end of the program, but I want to thank you guys once again. I'm gonna give you guys another big old round of applause. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good evening.
All right. You have a good one. All right.